Donald Trump is doing the impossible and is unifying Europe against the Americans. The AfD in Germany, the far right, is saying, you know what, maybe it's time to kick out the American military bases. The LFI in France have said the same. And even Giorgia Meloni, the granddaughter of Mussolini, is out today with a speech saying, you know what, maybe it's time to put sanctions on Israel. These are far-right candidates that are talking against American imperialism and Israeli colonialism. And this comes one day after Donald Trump said, and I quote, "You are going to have to learn how to fight for yourselves. The US will not be coming to help you anymore." So let's backtrack for a second. How did we get here? Israel starts a war with Iran, and the Americans preemptively decide to join in on the Israeli side. Then, in a move that surprised nobody except the advisors in the White House, the Iranians blow up all of the American bases in the region and close the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the Strait of Hormuz closes is detrimental to a few people, primarily, of course, the Gulf monarchies, but also Europe, because we Europeans rely heavily on the oil that passes through that strait. But who gains from this move? Of course, the Americans do, because they're ready to sell and fill orders that are no longer coming through the Strait of Hormuz. And after weeks of the strait being closed and Trump finding out that there is no way to open it, he tells the Europeans, you guys are the ones suffering the most while this strait is closed. And I have two solutions for you. One, you can start to buy American oil, giving away the plot that all of this was just to drive the prices of oil up and benefit the American capitalist class. Or you can go and open that strait yourselves, of course, because the Americans and the Israelis are too scared to do it. But, you know, Trump is saying, hey, we already finished the IRGC. There's barely anyone left in Iran. Just go and open it yourself. Should be easy peasy. This is not the Europeans' war. None of them wanted this war. The Americans don't even want this war. They joined in on behalf of Israel, right, to begin with. Why would the Europeans be the ones left having to solve this issue through sacrificing their entire militaries in the Strait of Hormuz? And if they don't, they have to buy overpriced oil from the United States and from Russia. I mean, maybe Spain had the right answer. As soon as the war started, they said to the Americans, listen, you cannot use our country as a small logistics hub and military supply route to bomb Iran. And in return, the IRGC let them pass through the Strait of Hormuz. So that means that Spain is not feeling the same ramifications that the rest of Europe is, because they are not behaving like the dogs of the Americans. Having American bases means that you are constantly a threat to the rest of the world, that the whole world sees you as the enemy. And when that dynamic gets serious, the Americans do not come to protect you.